essence into their fabric, unseen, unheard, until the moment of grand revelation. They will resist, but in the end, they will thank us. We shall have our enemies feast with us in a world unshackled, reborn in the spirit of Halloween.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the official Honorverse Madness live stream. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. We've been having a lot of technical difficulties. I guess there's some issues with servers internet wide. So, hopefully, we don't cut out. If we do, we'll boot it back up here. But I'm AJ, the team lead, and as always, I'm joined by my co host with the most and fellow team member, LA, how are you?
I'm good. Hey guys, welcome, welcome. We got a big one for you tonight.
Yeah, we have some really cool stuff. As you can see from the title, the card battle UI will be revealed. So we'll do that in a minute, but we got some other stuff to go over. And before we get into any of that, please remember to Oh, there we go. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps us get the word out and helps us grow our base. Every week we've been getting more and more engagement on our socials, so that's great. But we do need your help in continuing that and getting people excited about what we're building. I mean, we have an incredible game. Again, I don't think people understand what we have, and we're going to start really ramping up our, what we're able to share with everybody. It is kind of a snowball effect, months of building and then being able to unveil everything towards the end here. But we are almost there. I mean, we're hoping for the first pack sale within a month or two, and obviously we'll have a lot more info on that. And then a playable alpha of the game by September, October. So again, right around Halloween, scary vibes of the game anyway. Could be a cool little initial release, and then the full playable game will be early next year. So again, we're not very far away. We've been, building our butts off for going on almost 2 years now. So it's coming together. So all right, let me go ahead and pull up the notes here, and if anybody has any questions, feel free to type them in the chat as well. But we're we're getting there. So all right, LA, what is first up on the discussion for tonight?
Let's see here. The soundtrack. So I'm excited to announce this. We've had some amazing feedback on the soundtracks we've shared over the last couple weeks. So much so that we had a request to start an HVM soundtrack playlist so that they can be listened to frequently for background music while you're working or whatever you're doing. And so we've created a new playlist. As we have more tracks released, we'll be adding them to this playlist, but you can go ahead and listen to our HVM soundtracks at this link.
I love it. That's bullish. So yeah, absolutely, LA. I know we're gonna keep adding more and more over time as well. So yeah, that will turn into hopefully an entire album of the game audio. So yeah, that's really cool. And if you haven't heard those sound, obviously you can click the link for the playlist. But we have two standalone videos that we uploaded a few weeks ago that are the official theme song and then a lot of the menu background music as well. And that is a perfect segue into what's next. So I'm happy to share the official UI. So again, there will be a lobby screen where you pick your character, where you are able to customize them. You can build your deck. All that is what we call the lobby UI. What I'm about to show tonight is the card battling UI, and then we will have a third UI for the deadly duel. So, and when I show you this, it's gonna start making a lot more sense as well. So, all right, let me go ahead and pull this up. All right, here we go. All right, there it is. Let me go full screen. All right, perfect. So, oh, well, let me hide some of this. Bear with me here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna share it on because I'm gonna point to stuff. So, and there's a lot of overlay here. Let me pull it up on my screen. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, that's much better. Let me get to. We'll turn off comments for a second. All right, here we go. All right, here it is. So sorry about that. So this is it. So this is essentially the zoomed out version of what the card battling UI will be. You will be able to see. So it's blurred out right now again because we're just focusing on the UI, and I'll go into detail about what everything is. But if you remember from previous um, screenshots, you have your character over here on the left, and then the cards that are being played on the board, so to speak, right here in the middle, and then you have your opponent character over here on the right. So just bear in mind that's what it will look like. Again, we don't have that because this is about the UI itself. But this is how you will play the cards. So you have your own cards here at the bottom. Actually, you know what? Now that you see it without the wording, let me pull up the one with the wording, and that will help you uh, see here. Again, I'm not a streamer, so I apologize for this. Hang on one more minute here. All right, perfect. Here we go. So now this is what everything is. So we'll start at the bottom here. This is your cards in your hand. So if you've ever played a trading card game, Hearthstone, you know, Gods Unchained, Splinterlands. Splinterland's a little different because it's an auto battler, but those Hearthstone, Parallel, you know, what I say, Gods Unchained. Those are all very similar. So you get the cards in your hand right here. You're able to click on them and drag them onto the battlefield, which again will be behind all this. But these are some of the unique items. So up here we have the Deadly Duel trigger button. So remember I said in previous AMAs, the whole game concept is you are able to hit different milestones within the battle, which we'll show over here in a second. But that will basically fill up this deadly duel mechanism. And once you get that progress bar all the way up, it may be in the middle of the game, it may be towards the end of the game. You're able to initiate this. So this button right here will start glowing red. It has another glow behind it, and then you can click it, and that will take you to the deadly duel screen. So that's really cool. That's how you trigger it. And then depending on, you know, if you kill your opponent in that deadly duel, then there's the execution animation as well. Or if you're able to, you know, win, then it goes back into, or not, if you're able to tie, or there's a clear winner, then it goes back into this mode. So, all right, so here we go. On this side here, you have your deck. So this will show you your opponent, how much they have in their deck in terms of card. This little UI here will tell you if it's your turn, or you click it to end your turn to your opponent. And again, there'll be a timer for those that are familiar with games like this. There'll be a timer that counts down. We have a really cool way to display that, which we'll show in a future video. But you get, I think it's about 1 minute or 60 seconds to pick your cards and play them, and then you hit end turn, or it will time out and end it for you. This is how many cards you have. Um, Down here will be a display of what cards you have played, or what cards have died. And again, if you have any kind of ability that draws cards back out of your death pile, that's how you'll know they come from here. All right, so over here is the hero power. So again, every hero will have a special power as well, which is really cool. That will be able to trigger based on your soul points. So, and again, if you go into some of our docs, it goes into this a little bit more in depth. But you get soul points, which again will accumulate based on what you do. So if you look at the docs, I think for Pirate Edric, he has a special card that will summon ghouls, and then if those ghouls attack, they boost your soul points. So there's different ways to get this boosted, and then that will determine when you can activate your hero power. So that's how that works. Your mana, that's pretty simple. Again, most card games are like this. The first round, you have 1 mana to play a 1 mana card. You can't play a card that is worth more mana than what you have. And then there's different boosts or debuffs that may give you more mana the next turn. So if not, then it just increases by 1 every additional turn. So round 1 is 1 mana, round 2 is 2 mana, round 3 is 3 mana, and so on and so on, unless you play a card that gives you more mana the next turn or instantly. So that'll be all part of the strategy of the game. Down here you have your regular health and your deadly duel health. So remember I said we could trigger into deadly duel mode. So the if you are if all your health is at 0 for the actual card playing portion, and all your health is at 0 for the deadly duel, then that is when again you do the finishing move, and you're dead, or your opponent rather would do the finishing move, and that's game over. So consider it kind of two games in one almost. And switching in and out of that deadly duel mechanism will eventually all your health will go to 0. So it's really cool. I mean, again, once you see the live demo, it'll make a lot more sense. But it's very seamless. I mean, it makes you feel like you're the actual wizard doing all this. It's really cool. It's not like you're loading a whole new game experience. It's really, really fluid. So, and then last but not least, you have your mission system. So again, this is how Deadly Duel is activated. So, for instance, you'll have maybe this says, uh, um, uh, kill 2 of your opponent's cards, or deal at least 5 damage. So there'll be different prompts here for each reward, and you have to hit that. And once you hit that, the bar fills up, and now you're at this level. And then the mini reward number 2, maybe that says, you know, uh, you have to do at least 10 damage to your opponent, or maybe it says you have to play a specific card, or something like that. And so every time you hit that, you get not only does um, uh, uh, your progress bar or mission bar go up, but you also maybe get a little bit of a buff too. So you get a special spell card added to your hand every time you hit that. And then once you go all the way up and it fills up, again, the more damage you do, the more hero power you trigger. All the above adds, and then once this fills up, that's when all the way full, and then this starts glowing over here. So you can press it again to trigger it as well. So that is a quick overview of the UI. I mean, again, I know for those of you that are more familiar with trading card games, it will look very familiar to you. If you're not, then bear with me until we're able to show a live demo. But we're getting really, really close with all this, and again, I'm super excited. And I have seen the UI for the loading screens and the character build. Again, we're not quite ready to share it, but it's awesome. I mean, you're gonna really feel like you're building your character in the game. You know, we'll have the NFTs that give you different outfits or accessories, and it's just really, really engaging for sure. So, all right, LA, any questions on that while I have it up, or I know it's kind of a lot to go over.
There are some questions that have popped up, but not relating to this specifically. But I just want to say, holy cow, that looks awesome. And that was a good explanation of everything.
All right, awesome. Yeah, I apologize if I try to do my best on that again. In the gaming space, it's hard to kind of give it from all angles. Either you're a hardcore gamer and you get it all, or you have no idea what this is. So I gotta try to thread the needle. So, but yeah, glad that it made sense to you, LA, for sure.
As
Cool.
much
All
as
right.
it can with not being a gamer.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, let me close out here. All right. All right, so that was the UI unveiling. Again, we hope to have even more unveiled next week. And if you're an ambassador as well, you've seen some really incredible things. We're in the final stages of character intros. So if you are a longtime follower of the AMAs, you'll remember we mentioned that when you go into battle, each character will have their own intro. So it's very popular nowadays with fighting games. If you play Mortal Kombat or any of the other side view fighting games, they have a whole funny banter when entering the arena. So those hopefully we'll be able to share next week or the week after. Again, finishing moves we have as well. So there's a ton coming, and over the next few days it will be or a few weeks, it'll be all hopefully public. So, all right, what is up next?
Let's chat about the ambassadors a little bit. Oh,
Yeah,
the
for sure.
ambassadors have been just such a pivotal part of the growth of this game and just spreading the word. They've been doing such an incredible job. They're incredibly dedicated, and we're so, so grateful for their help. We will be expanding the program at the end of this month to welcome in a couple new ambassadors for July. And if you're a part of the ambassador program, we offer a bi-monthly rewards package. So every other month, you receive a packet of a AJ. Yeah, I never remember the names of these things. So an epic card, a
Yes, so no worries. Yeah, you get one epic card or rare card, rare, epic, or legendary. You get one emote. So an emote is like again, you'll be able to attach this to your character when you on the loading screen, and then it will do a different like gesture to your opponent, whether it's a taunt or a laugh. Or a middle finger, I don't know. So yeah, and then you get an execution. So
mhm.
even me, I can't even remember LA. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
then every month we host contests with our ambassadors and we give away 20,000 total tickets, carnival tickets every month for the ambassadors who are bringing it the most, which it's honestly constantly so difficult to choose who won because everybody is putting in so much effort. And so ambassadors do tasks like, um, commenting, liking, retweeting all of our HBM posts. We have a list of influencers that they'll watch out for. And if they have related content, they may comment on some of their posts. They kind of work together with the other ambassadors to have little conversations in some other Telegram and Discord groups. They really just do activities that really help spread the word about HVM. If that sounds like something that you'd love to be a part of, the ambassadors get early alpha every single week on Mondays from AJ. They find out about things before everyone else. They, like we said, get these bi-monthly rewards packages that could end up being quite valuable in the near future once the game launches. And they're really the backbone of this game and this project because they're really, really helping us to spread the word and grow beyond just what the marketing company is doing. And so I'm going to post the link to the application here. And if you'd like to be a part of it, please fill that out.
I love it, Ellie. That was a great hype of to be an ambassador. If I wasn't part of the game, I would want to be an ambassador. I'll tell you that much because it is cool. You know, you got all those amazing perks, and like I mentioned earlier, you really get a first look at everything that we're doing. I mean, obviously, there's a an NDA, non-disclosure. You can't share what we share publicly until we're ready, but you all the ambassadors have seen some really incredible things that we haven't even shared yet. So if you really want that behind the scenes look, that's another perk as well. And I know a lot of you were asking a few weeks ago about alpha keys. So the whole idea with alpha keys is that yes, you will be able to help influence how we expand the game, what we build in the future, different mechanic changes that you think might be good, but that won't be ready until the game is live. So we still have to have, a private development, schedule, and really can't take a lot of community input until the game is built. But once the game is built, then we're really going to rely on Alpha Key members to help dictate how they want to see the game move forward. So it's really bullish. I mean, again, ambassadors are definitely getting that alpha now, but once the alpha keys are implemented, then anybody holding those will also get that same experience. So, really cool stuff. And yeah, again, you can ask any of the ambassadors; they can vouch. They've seen some amazing things, and they're super involved. And that's what makes it successful. Like Ella said, I mean, we the ambassadors are best of the best when it comes to really helping evangelize the game and get the word out. So shout out to all of you. I know a lot of you are here live, so we appreciate you big time. And yeah, it is hard. It's getting harder and harder to pick a winner, LA for sure. They're too good. So yeah, totally. All right, awesome. All right, and yeah, please, if anybody has questions, feel free to put them in the chat as well. But I did want to just go over one more thing, LA, before we get into questions. Unless was there anything else you want to add about Masters?
No, we just do have one more section on the notes to go through as well.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So I really wanted to go over this, and we've been getting a lot of people asking, and honestly, the chart reflects that people just don't get it. And we're not here to really speculate on token price. Our job is to build an amazing game and deliver an amazing game. We cannot guarantee, price action of a token. But that being said, I still don't think people understand the power of GG. So this is GG is our in-game currency, Grim Gold, and there is so much utility and thought behind this token. So number one, you can use it to buy assets in the game. So when we have NFTs or anything else, it is a direct currency in the game. But more importantly, it represents almost an ownership of the game itself. So what happens is as soon as we start generating revenue from the game, the vast majority of those profits will be used to buy and burn GG. And what that does is it's a forced appreciation of the token price through real yield. And another idea, whether we just buy and burn the token, or another idea is staking like we have now, only rather than getting more GG, you get actual USDC or crypto from the profits of the game. So those two things, and we could do both. We could do one or the other. But either way, it gives a direct monetary incentive to GG as well. Now, the only reason that isn't happening is because we don't have the revenue, and we preach this in all of our other communities and projects. Real yield is the key. I mean, there is no crypto project or game that um, can survive. Again, a play to earn is a great example. If you're not creating real revenue from game sales or treasury funds or fees or anything like that, you cannot survive. So we are flipping that on its head. We're supporting the token with the real revenue from the game itself, and our token is a capped supply. So there will always be less and less GG available as we buy and burn it for the foreseeable future. So again, everybody wants to be rich overnight. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But this is an incredible opportunity to get involved. I mean, our market cap, I made this comment on the last AMA, our market cap, which is the total value of all the tokens in circulation, is lower than what we spent building the game. So that should just show you how undervalued GG is. And you can earn right now. So buying and staking GG, you do get additional GG. Now, a lot of people sell it, which is why the token goes down. But a lot of people have been compounding it, and they are going to own a massive share in terms of percentages of the supply. I mean, if you're able to accumulate 1% of GG, you're officially a whale. So that's always been my goal with any project, is to accumulate at least 1% of the total supply. And so in GG's case, we have 1 billion tokens total. So what 1% would be 10 million. So that's very doable with the prices that we're at right now as well. So does that help, LA? Again, I don't want to talk too much on future price because obviously that's out of our control, but we
Mhm.
have all the infrastructure to really make this token skyrocket
Yeah.
once we get there. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
cool. All right, and then one last thing too. Again, carnival tickets, like LA said, you're also getting carnival tickets for staking GG, and honestly, those might be more valuable than people realize because we'll have some very rare and unique items in the carnival shop when the game is live, and the only way to get those NFTs or cards or outfits or maybe a solid gold wand for your character. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Especially there's only 20 of them available ever. That will be very very desirable, and the only way to get it is by having carnival tickets. And because we don't have a liquid market for those, um, you only can get them through staking GG. So that's another really undervalued bonus that I don't think people realize that you're getting, rewards on top of rewards for sure. All right. Hopefully I covered it. I think that was everything for the notes. Again, LA, anything you want to elaborate on or any questions that we have?
Yeah, let's hop into this question from Mega Buddy. Will HVM be on Steam? I don't understand where to get it. Will it be free? Best on a larger screen?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a great question. The short answer is we hope so. I mean, we again are targeting both Web 2 and Web 3. So for those that don't know, Steam is essentially the largest uh, gaming distribution platform. You download it to your computer, and then you can buy or download games, basically the App Store on your phone, but for a computer. And yes, everything Omniverse Madness will be only available on PC to begin with, and Mac, hopefully. So any Linux, Mac, PC, any desktop. But that being said, we will have to just kind of play it by ear because a lot of times if there is Web3 integration, larger distribution platforms can be a little finicky. Now, the way that we have this set up, where you don't necessarily have to have a Web3 wallet, because the reason that again, it boils down to the reason that these Web2 companies don't want to support Web3 games is the infrastructure. I mean, you have to download a separate wallet. If somebody gets hacked, then now Steam is responsible, or appears responsible, and it just creates a mess for them. So rather than working it out, they just say they have a blanket statement of, no Web3. And so, and honestly, it's been a big fight within the community. I mean, there's a lot of Web2 gamers that hate Web3 just simply because they don't understand what it is. I mean, who would hate Web3 when all it does is actually give you ownership of your assets? I mean, it's a no-brainer. Any gamer would want that. That to be able to sell your assets and move on if you're done with the game. It's just lack of education. But anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. So to answer your question, yes. I mean, we work with an incredible studio, as you know. They've already had 2 games published on Steam and on Netflix Gaming. So we have all the publisher connections. What happens is we have to have a game first. So we can't go to a publisher um, without at least a playable alpha. So once we have the playable alpha, then we can start making connections on the distribution side, and then it would go to Steam or to Netflix Gaming, and immediately you'll be able to download the game from our website. So even without publishing, all of you will be able to download the game before anybody. So yeah, that is how it works. It will be free to play. So again, you download the game and you start playing. The monetization for us and what is um, a lot more ethical for gaming nowadays is in the feedback loop. So we're going to be you have to pay for the better cards. When I say better, I don't necessarily mean pay to win, where you could still play the game a lot and then earn those cards. Um, but it fast tracks you. You're basically paying for convenience. So you can pay to get those cards rather than having to grind for them on your own. And you pay for cosmetics. So again, there's billions of dollars of cosmetic sales in games. So again, like I mentioned, maybe a special outfit, um, a pet, a different spell, different thing, visual representation of how you cast your spell. There's a lot of really, really cool things we can do that will monetize the game. But the whole idea is that we want it to be, competitive and skill based without being, whoever has the biggest bank account can beat the game. So, and a lot of it is PvP, meaning you're playing other players. So, it's going to boil down to if you're better than your opponent. I mean, again, very similar to chess, where it's skill based rather than opportunity based for sure. So, all right, hopefully that helped answer.
It was very thorough explanation.
All right, perfect. Hopefully that really answered Mega. So yeah, you can relate that to anybody else. So yeah.
Awesome. I just want to highlight this comment from Degenerate Passive Income. I'm going to be disgustingly rich when GG hits 1 cent. I love it.
Oh, I love it. I put up the wrong one. He also was saying he was bumping the soundtrack in his truck. So yeah, DJ Passive Income. Shout out to Ryan, one of our longtime supporters, and shout out to his new project, Bernard Bonds. If you guys check that out, for sure. But yeah, he is. He's been accumulating GG at these levels. All of you have the opportunity, and don't say man, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda. He is putting his money to work. And yeah, I mean, again, with the supply being so low, we can get to incredible numbers in terms of dollar value. as we start buying and burning for sure. Cool. All right, I think that is it. Was there
Yeah.
anything else, LA? I don't see any. Oh, Reaper said I saw this one earlier. Yeah, I love that idea, man. A vinyl,
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, nice orange and marble. And you just when I saw that first come up while I was talking, you reminded me of how our color scheme is very similar to Bitcoin. So, if any of you Bitcoin maxis, maybe we need to have a portion of our treasury uh, do the Michael Saylor strategy, where we have some Bitcoin in the treasury as we go. So we use our treasury to yield in other places, so we might as well do it with Bitcoin exposure too. But yeah, I love that idea. We could definitely do some limited edition. Um, again, we've had vinyl records, plushies. We've thought about doing different 3D printed characters of the characters in the game. And again, maybe and that's some alpha here. Again, you guys, let's stick around to the very end. You get all the good stuff. But we've also talked about doing a traditional like Indiegogo or crowdfunding campaign, and once the game is live and playable, then we can do that and get a lot more people involved, and those would be some of the prizes for the different levels for people. So again, I love that Reaper is already ahead of the game for sure. So
I also would love to see a day when the game is big enough that we have some type of in-person event or we attend something like Comic-Con or something, and
totally.
members of the community dress as different characters in the game and stuff, and I could see it getting that big.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that would be a dream come true, and I think that we can definitely make that happen. And we already have some of the connections. I mean, LA, I know you went to Splinterfest a few years ago.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine something on that scale for GG and
yes,
HBM. That'd be pretty amazing, huh?
it'd be wicked.
Yeah.
So many people in the same room playing the game at the same time. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. So, and that is another part of the strategy. Again, we talk about it a lot, but we'll be streaming this game. We'll be hosting tournaments. That's another way that we can, diminish the supply of GG. If you register for a tournament, you have to have a certain amount of GG staked or put up GG as the entry fee. And then we take a cut of the pot, 10% is burned, and then the winner gets the pot. So there's a lot of ways to also give further utility to GG through tournaments and different special events as well. So again, we've been around the block. We have over. I personally have 10 years of experience between the team. We have probably over 30 years of experience in crypto and DeFi and specifically Web3 gaming, and so we know what works and what doesn't work. And you know, again, we have to get over the finish line, and that is having the game ready. So everybody now get some GG, not financial advice. If you want to buy more than uh, $10,000 worth of GG, just reach out to me. We are doing a few last minute OTC deals, but after that, it's over, and all the revenue goes to buying and burning the token directly. So we're almost there. It's getting exciting, that's for sure. Cool. All right. Awesome. Well, that'll do it. LA, any final words?
I'm speechless.
All right. I love it. Oh, that's a rarity. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, we
Thank you
love you,
guys for
LA.
being
So
here as always, and we always love your questions. And tonight was an exciting one with that UI reveal.
yeah, no doubt. I can't believe we went over a half an hour tonight. I mean, usually we try to keep these around a half an hour. And as we continue to unveil more and more, we have a lot more to discuss. So, but thank you all for sticking around. Thank you for being here. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps. And please share this game with people in your community. Again, I know a lot of you are gamers. Some of you might not be gamers, but it's really important to show the progress that we're doing and that we have been doing, and that we're not building vaporware. We have real results. So I think that's a rarity in the space. I mean, even last week, I know a few other very popular Web3 games said they had to shut down. So again, we appreciate the support. If you really want to see this game thrive, the sweat equity in helping us grow is what we need for sure. So, all right, we come to you every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to join us next week, and everybody have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.
We're witnessing the future of GameFi right before our eyes.
I think this might be the biggest thing in 24, coming into 25.
We want to push the boundaries of what trading card games can be and build something where the player really feels like they're stepping inside the huge fantasy world.
There's so much more magic ahead.